inflation heated up for April. Looks like there's some inflation numbers. PCE. Yeah, but they're lower than expected. Ooh, yeah. This. Yeah, we had some data this morning, and that's what moved us. So we were really, yeah, we weren't far off from that 30K level. Data brought us right back into it. I just ran out of fucking water. Got a fuck ton of tabs open right now. I hate when that happens. All right, so yeah, I'm watching a oof. I don't know about that anymore. I'm not gonna mess with this 30K. We've already invalidated it, through pre-market, and we're probably just gonna mess around with this level. So definitely risk off today. Just not expecting much. If you look at the daily chart, we have this super indecisive um, wick up, and then this super decisive wick down, indecisive wick down. So we literally could not be more indecisive right now, and there's just no reason to put on any risk. Like I'm gonna trade two evals, maybe one, because it's not worth trading. This is not worth trading anything too seriously. Maybe it's not even worth taking a trade today. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So just be very risk off. Don't force anything today, and let's just be patient. We got data at 9. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Set alarm for 8:50. All right. Let's see what we got. Market just opened. SPX 7520. Yeah, we're just kind of in the middle of fuck bum nowhere. I mean, we're at 30K, but in terms of in between 30K, we're literally smack. we're smack in between it. We're literally in between, right at 30K. So hopefully we don't spend too much time here. Um, Hopefully we don't. Let's see what kind of data we have next week. Oh, we have a very heavy data week next week. We have a very heavy data week next week. So it might be a couple days of fuckery. Um, we should get moving next week, if anything. But yeah, today and tomorrow, just don't expect a lot, and don't try to do anything too crazy. I might not even trade today. Um, I do not want to get caught in chop because yesterday the ATR was high and we were choppy. So let's just watch out for that. We got yesterday's high at 733 there on Qs. We have pre-market high over there at 5 or 752. Whenever I see levels that are kind of close together like this, they might be even closer on Qs. Yeah. Whenever I see levels that are kind of close together like this, I always trade what happens last. So I won't even fuck with pre-market high. Yeah, maybe we might reject, maybe we might break in reverse, but if they're this close together, I don't fuck with it until the farthest the level that's the farthest away. Down here, it's like, okay, this actually looks nice. This looks nice for a break and reversal right down here. This pre-market low and yesterday's low, literally right there. And I think on SPY they're even like on top of each other. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind taking a break and reversal of either of these levels on Qs and SPY. That's probably what I'll watch today. I do not want to fuck with the 30,000 level unless it happens to be in confluence with those lows of yesterday. We have 7,500 on SPX approaching here. Not too interested in that, but 7,500 on ES could be something. Yeah, yeah, 7,500 on ES could definitely be something. We haven't we haven't tapped 7,500 yet. Yeah, no, that's definitely going to keep an eye on that. 7,500 on ES. If it lines up with pre-market low and pre-market yesterday's low on SPY and SPX and SPY and Qs, then I'll probably trade my funded on that because that's a lot of confluence, and it looks like it might, to be honest. Because yeah, pre-market low is 75.05, and pre-market low is right here. That's the lowest we saw today. So I think it is going to line up. I want to break in reversal of that level. I don't want to get in too soon. I have a tendency to do that. I go over here. Yeah, that's really the main trade that I'm watching is that 7,500 break in reversal on ES, which I think it's in confluence with Q's pre-market low break in reversal and SPY pre-market low break in reversal. So definitely looks like a decent trade. Just a matter of waiting for the break in reversal. So what I'm really looking at is tapping down to 7490 on ES and bouncing off that 7490. I don't want to fuck with this 30,000. They're going to make it look good. They're going to do this. They're going to put makeup on. And there's really just an ugly bitch with a lot of makeup. That's what this is, I think. So I don't want to play games with it. I don't want to play games with it. Should have some oatmeal. Does look like ES is weaker than NQ right now. ATR seems to be climbing. I just realized, like, I was talking to my therapist yesterday, and I was saying all these terms, and she was just like, I really don't have no idea what you're saying. And I was like, honestly, if you really fucking think about it, like, how are you supposed to understand that? ES looks weaker than NQ right now. ATR is climbing. I mean, if you tell that to someone, they're like, "What the fuck are you saying?" Sounds like you're trying to take off a fucking airplane or something. You're a pilot or something. Yeah, see, they're just completely bullshitting around this 30K level. Holding it, breaking down. Holding it, breaking down. Holding it, breaking down. Where's it gonna go? Now people are trying to, oh, well, let's go short now. Let's go short now. You know, I'm just not trying to have it. Meanwhile, ES has some direction here to the downside. Definitely seeing more weakness here, which is good because if I take this trade, I'm going to go long NQ if I take this 7,500 break in reversal. So we got orb in 6 minutes. Make a little level there. I want it to be green. There we go. SPX is approaching that 7,500 right there. Not interested. Only thing I'm interested literally is yesterday's low, pre-market low, 7,500. That's it. I don't want to fuck with this 30,000 area. That daily chart looks really, really bad. Fucking hungry, man. I might get a banana, man. I might get a banana. I've been trying to eat, healthier. 'Cause, like, I don't know. 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 I don't know trying to eat healthier. Only problem is I use some seed oil, peanut butter with it. But hey, it's a step in the right direction. Yeah, I'm gonna go get one. Because if I just eat this banana, then I will not be in any way, shape, or form satiated. Like I'll still be super hungry, like I didn't eat anything. So it's actually fire, bananas and peanut butter. Bananas and peanut butter. Hmm. Microsoft. Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad I bought some shares in Microsoft at 370. It's a fucking fantastic buy. Absolutely fantastic buy. It's really trying to go. I mean, look at how fucking undersold it is. Look at how undersold this is. Look at how much room up it has. It's insane. It's insane how much room up it. Like it's literally a no brainer. It's the most no brainer thing I've ever seen in my life. Fucking cost is back retesting that 1,000 level. Bruh, it had such a fucking crazy run up there. What the fuck happened? It's just sold off heavy. It's because there was a dividend, and that caused that. I think people got their dividend and bounced. Okay, here we now. NQ is weaker, so Spy's just kind of fucking around with that 750 level too. It's a big level. Nothing like 30,000, but orb printed already. Nothing to trade off that. So now Qs are a lot weaker. I'm willing to take a break in reversal of Q's pre-market low, but I would really rather see that 7,500 break in reversal. But we'll see how price acts at that level. It's not as A plus as the initial trade, but still probably valid. Not from Microsoft. No. Let's see what the market's looking like. A lot of red semis. Definitely the semis are a hit. Intel, AMD, Nvidia. Kind of a mixed bag. Can't tell if there's more red than I think there's more red than green, but it's like pretty much 50-50. Which explains the 30,000 level. Okay. That would also be a 900 break in reversal on NQ. That yesterday's low, 900 break in reversal, doesn't look bad. I wouldn't be totally shocked if we just fucking chopped around for a little bit. I mean, look at SPY right now. It's ridiculous. E-man's trading on the road. All right, we got that data in 10 minutes. Data in 10. New home sales, I think. So I don't think it'll affect the market much, but we will see. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of weird. Looks like kind of a news candle or something. Yeah, I've been trying to look at like when it breaks and reverses, like what level does it come down to? Does it come down to the 60s? Does it come down to the 70s, the 40s? And I think it always kind of is different. Um, but like for example, like this break and reversal, it's like 0.65. Let's watch. Let's see if we do. Apparently, we're just gonna fucking go back up. Let's see. Let's see if there's news. It always makes this like siren sound that freaks me the fuck out because I think I'm getting pulled over or something. I hate when it does that. It didn't do that now, but that scares the shit out of me every single time. It's like PTSD, man. Yeah, look at this. We're just going right back up to 30K. Going right back up to 30K here. Had a bit of a break in reversal on orb for Qs, and Spy just held it. Spy just held the held orb very cleanly, but not trading cleanly at all. Yeah, this 30,000 level is a pain in the ass, man. It's just like a magnet, no matter what, up, down. It's gonna keep magneting back to 30,000. Definitely not trading any breakouts today. Definitely looking for range trades because this is just major range activities here. Oh shit, Dribu went long. That was a nice long, yeah, some good momentum. Nice trade there. Right into that 30,000. Right into it. ATR is climbing still. I'm really not super interested in rejects. I do think we're going to range today, but honestly, really the only thing I want is that bounce. Unless she can convince me otherwise. I don't know if she's going to do that. We really need Spy to break out of this range. Yeah, we really can't expect much today and tomorrow. We just can't. So it's the way it goes. That's why it's like I always try and get a read on the market. Like, okay, do I feel like we're going to be ranging today, or do I feel like we're going to break out today? Or do I feel like we're going to be chopping, or do I feel like it's going to be clean? And today it was like, okay, I feel like we're going to be ranging. Why? Because we're at that 30,000 level. And because if you look at the daily, there's a fucking wick up and there's a wick down, and we're just right in the middle of it. So, okay. I say, okay, we're probably going to be ranging. Are we going to be chopping? Probably. Because that 30,000 level. So I'm not looking to put on. Is ATR going to be high? Probably because it's been high. So it's like, okay, now having that basic read on the market before the market opens gives you some clarity. It's like, okay, well, here's what I'm speculating. Does that mean that's what's going to happen? No, but based on the analysis, it's more likely that that happens than not. We're really just retesting this 30K. I'm not gonna sit here for a long time today. There's just no reason to. There's really no reason to sit here for a long time today. I already know what's going on with this. ATR is quite high. It's only been we have data in 2 minutes. We have data in 2 minutes, so we'll see here. This data probably won't move us too much, but still, we have data. So we got pending new home sales. Yeah, new home sales. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why the fuck this is looking like this. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, 30 seconds. Tell data. 661 is the forecast. Let's see what the actual is. 622. And previous was 682. So we cleared that 30K so far. Yeah. Spy held that orb perfectly. There's just, I mean, the only trade that I like really is that low of day break and reclaim. And I'm not even trading my funded account right now. I'm just really trying to be risk off until we get out of the probably until next week. Probably until next week. That 100 break and reversal is fucking beautiful. How you gonna take that though right off the open? It kind of made sense. Kind of. Not enough. Not enough to take it right off the open. But yeah, look at that 100 fucking break and reversal, boom, all the way down to 928. Pretty much a 200-point move right there. Basically a failure of 750 on SPY as well. I really haven't gone to the gym the past couple days, or more than a couple, and I really need to go back today. Yeah. This 30,000 level is such a bitch. Like, unbelievably. And I know once I set my alerts and go to the gym, it's gonna trigger the alert. I know that's what's gonna happen too. Why is there still U.S. Iran strikes? I thought this shit was almost over. I swear to God, they be doing some weird shit over there. I think Israel is straight satanic. I think they fucking hijacked and exploited Jesus' homeland. And now they pretend to be under the guise of it when they're actually not. This is the chop we expected. This is the chop that we expected. Scooby.
Hi, Mr. Magoo. How are you doing? Are you doing good? You being a nice boy? Oh, how sweet. He's my bestest friend. He's a good boy.
If I say I'm going to give it another hour, I feel like I'm giving it too much. I'm going to be honest here. I don't really expect anything to happen until next Monday at the minimum. Probably next Monday. Probably next Monday, but fucking who knows, man. If next Monday doesn't move us, we're in for some trouble. It's going to be June 1st, my birthday month, Gemini City. Yeah, that's also the case too, is that tomorrow is the last day of the trading month, the last trading day of the month. So, are they really going to want to move it the last day of the trading month, or are they going to want to focus on that next month? He's saying giving out. Drew's acting like we're just not fucking sitting in front of the charts, like we're over here with our thumb up our ass. Again, I mean, we're still chopping through that. We're still chopping around, man. I ran out of water. I got to go get 10 gallons of water now. I hate having to do that, but the delivery is literally like $150 a month, and it's like, dude, come on. I pay literally $5. I pay $10 a month instead of $150 a month now. Yeah, felony. Man, he takes some of those trays and just sets and forgets them, and then just boom, comes back. $1,300 a con, $1,600 a con, $1,800 a con. I need to trade like that more. I need to like I traded like that on Friday. I think it might have been last Friday. I think. Um, and actually, felony went long. I'm not gonna lie, felony went long, and I saw that, and I was like, it was a break and reversal of 29,700, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna short that. I'm gonna short that. So I went short, closed my laptop. I set my stop to break. I set my stop to break even because I got a good fill. I set my stop to break even. I set my take profit, and I closed my shit up because I was with my family. Closed my shit up, spent time with them, went to dinner and everything, and oh no. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I set my stop loss and my take profit. I closed the charts and I started gaming with my brother, playing Call of Duty. And I'm just gaming, not thinking anything. And all of a sudden I hear order filled. And I was like, oh, well, I should check on that. That either means I got stopped or my take profit hit. And sure enough, I opened the trade ovate and made like $1,000. Market just sold off like crazy after it failed that 700 level. So moral of the story of that is just like, okay, like those trades are also valid, and it might be a little bit more slow and annoying, but I don't know. I need to get more used to just like being in an open position and not worrying about it with a magnifying glass, because that really is a good way to trade too. I don't know why people trade options. I mean, I get it because it's like it's your money right now and then, but it's there's no other reason. There's really no other reason, especially with prop firms. You just have to trade it like your own money. If you trade it like your own money, then you're gonna trade it like you trade your options account. Just that it's hard to trade it like it's your own money when it's simulated and all of that. Like it's just it's hard to do, but it's what you have to do, and it's basically the same thing because either way, you're trying to make money. So it doesn't matter if it's simulated. It doesn't matter if it's cost you less than you're gonna lose or whatever it is. That doesn't matter. You're just trying to make money. Everything else is null. Whoa, whoa, yo, that's gotta be news. That's news. That's definite. What the fuck? That's news. I'm trying to see what's going on. And anyone who is short there got their pants straight ripped off. Trying to see what that was. That's wild. We're right there at 30K. We just went 160 points in like 2 seconds. Well, hopefully this breaks us out of this shit. I'm still not going to take a breakout, but still trying to see what the situation is over here. Wow. Is the war over? Is the war over? What the fuck? You know when the news site Financial Juice starts going down that there's something happening. Oh, oil just dropped to the floor. Yeah, something happened in the Middle East. Oil's dropping, markets rising. Something happened in the Middle East. I'm still not getting any news though. Nothing. This isn't real time news. I don't think, unfortunately, but it's about as real as we're gonna get. I'll tell you that. Fucking load, dude. Ah, this is tough now. This is tough because that really changed a lot. That really changed a lot. I don't want to fuck with this 30,000 level though. I would say like, oh, we could try a 30,000 bounce, but that level is just so. It's just too much. It's too much. Yeah. I mean, we're I'm not we're right at orb here, but orb high, but I just don't know what's going on, and I don't even know what the news is. So it was a legit bounce, and it still might be off orb. I mean, that was a fucking 40 point bounce right there. Okay, U.S. and Iran reached deal, but need Trump's final approval, dude, bro. That's amazing, but if it needs Trump's final approval, that's a little bit of a problem. Damn, that orb bounce was fire. I, it looked good too. It's just like I don't know, man. Fuck. That orb bounce was picture perfect. Oh shit. Damn. Fucking $800. Damn. I really man. The initial orb bounce was good, but I should be paying more attention to this. I think we're gonna go, but it would have been nice to catch that initial orb bounce. If we come back down, I'll try a little bit. I think we're gonna go though. I hate to buy the top, but we might have to chase this a little bit. See if we can get a little pull back here. Yeah, I'm just gonna enter. I hate to buy the top, but if we come back down to orb, I'll also add. This is really big news. This is really big news. If we come back down to that five, I'll take some more. I'm gonna add a little bit here. Targets yesterday's high on Qs for most of it. I mean, I'm just in four. I'm not really doing anything too crazy. Doesn't look amazing so far. Yeah, I might stop out of this. I should have just waited. I'll stop out of this previous candle low. Not amazing, but what are you gonna do? This is kind of the ad spot right here. This is where I should have entered in the first place, but I'm not that smart. I added a little bit. should have gotten in on that initial test, but see, I really do have a problem with adding too soon. Um, it really fucks me up. I need to stop doing that. Might have to stop out of this anyway. It looks like a bull flag, but not loving that. Yeah, I'm getting out. Not amazing. One of my accounts was just about to pass an eval too, but I'm not trading my funded today, so maybe I'm a little bit more relaxed about it. I'm gonna have to deal with that tomorrow, though. That was my fault. That was my fault. 'Cause see, those news candles are just hard to trade. Really hard to trade. Let's see if we can improve this P&L here. I'm not trading this lucid account, right? Okay, yeah. I mean, one of the accounts that I'm trading kind of sucks because it was gonna be probably past eval today, but live and you learn. Fuck, man, I'm out of water. 30,000 bounce is probably valid, but man, I don't know. I don't like care a whole lot about these accounts. I mean, I do, but if we reclaim orb too, like I'll take it. Like I said, I don't really care that much about these accounts. One of them was close to funded, but if we reclaim orb, I'll take this because buys bouncing off pre-market high. All right, I'll take it. We'll take some profit. I know it's not much, but SPY needs to hold this pre-market high. I don't know if it's gonna too. We'll see. That's pretty nice. Fuck. I don't know. I might flip short. I don't think this is gonna hold, but we'll see. I might stop out of this break even and try and get a little bit out of it. can get to that previous candle high, I'll be happy with that. Qs are looking decently strong. Like I said, I would not be doing this with my funded account, but sometimes you just gotta degen a little. Sometimes you have to. All right, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. That helps out. That helps out. Probably it's gonna go, but that's how it goes. Gotta degen a little bit sometimes. I mean, it wasn't just random. It was like, okay, SPY is holding pre-market high. Qs broke out of orb. You know, the only thing that was, well, it was a little bit degen the trade, but the size was degen too. Just went 2 NQ at first, sold one on a very, sold one very quickly, and just held the other one. Still might take a little bit of a red day here, but it happens. There's really nothing to trade except for that degen trade. Yeah, but there's definitely takeaways from that, right? The entering, it was dumb entering at the top, thinking there's like going to be a pullback on the news. You know, you just can't do that and expect good results. The good thing is that I use pretty small size doing that. But then I turned around and had to take had to degen something else. Didn't have to, but it looked good. It looked good. SPY was holding that pre-market high. Q's broke out of orb. Now I wish I held it, but could have just as easily wish I sold. So trading size like that, just take what you can get and get out of the market. Right now, we're just basically what we did was test that orb, break it, and reverse. Right, we broke the orb and reversed up above it. That's why it took that long. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't A plus, but SPY was holding that pre-market high and Q's did a break and reversal of orb. Um, so that's why it took that long. Again, not something I would probably take if I wasn't degenning, but there was some method to the madness to that. See, I know some other traders that are pretty good that do not openly degen. Well, I guess they do. They say kind of high risk. They don't say degen though. See, I'm like, okay, you know what? Sometimes I degen. I'm sorry about it. That's it. Up here, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows, man? That news was good, but again, like Trump is probably going to. Yeah, that was. Sometimes I wonder what the fuck I did was doing, but Really, what happened was I should have at least waited for the pullback to the top of orb. It's just being impatient. It's just not being patient. It's just FOMO. Just all of those things. It's just emotions, and you know, it's always a. I mean, at least I'm always a work in progress in terms of managing my emotions and discipline and all of that stuff. Like it's something that I work on and try to improve every day, and I'm not perfect. But I get better every day. I get a little bit better every day. So yeah, nothing too amazing at all. I'll chill for another half hour and see if we find anything. But man, I really wanted that low of day break and reversal, that 7,500 break and reversal. That's really what I wanted. Of course, we didn't get it. They should have said that there was no deal. If they would have said there was no deal, we would have gotten that 7,500 break and reversal. No, I really hope that shit ends, man. We've sent enough billions to those people. They've gotten rich enough. Like the jig is up. End this shit. Sending $12 billion to these fuckers while we have people who don't have health insurance and are living on the streets, and they're trying to cut food stamps and shit like that when they're sending $12 billion to Israel. It just blows my mind. It's just so ridiculous. We need to end the two-party system is really what it is. The two-party system is not serving the people. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or right, you're still on two sides of the same coin. 30,000 is like right in the middle here. Yeah, you know, I think today and tomorrow is just not going to be amazing. So keep risk in check accordingly, trade that accordingly. And it's like, all right, if I'm down 250, even if I was down 500, like if I was on these accounts, if I was down 1,000, I'd be like, all right, I'm done for today and see what I can do tomorrow. But if this was my funded, I would not be doing this at all. That's why I knew today that I wasn't going to trade my funded. I knew it. It's like, yeah. Even I'm trading both Apex accounts. One of them's close to getting funded, but I'm trading both Apex accounts, and I'm not trading my Lucid accounts at all. Not at all. Now I'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, and I'll be doing the same thing Monday until I can see that conditions have changed and that they've improved and that my edge will work better. But until then, I'm just trading these Apex accounts, and I'm expecting kind of choppy conditions. Let's look at the daily chart. Let's see how that looks right now. Look at that. Look at that shit. Huge wick up, huge wick down, and we're right in the middle of it. I mean, you don't see, you kind of saw that here, right? But the wicks weren't that big at all. Like this is right here is like unique. This looks like the North Star or whatever, the Star of Bethlehem. Maybe I'm just tripping. I might be tripping. But yeah, that is right smack in the middle of a very indecisive time in the market, place in the market. Really, what we're kind of what's really going to move us, I think, is if Trump approves the deal. I think if Trump approves the deal or if he disapproves the deal, either way, like I think that's when the market's going to get its certainty to get out of 30,000. Hopefully that happens quickly, or hopefully um, news next week has an impact to move us. Yeah. Right now, again, we're just here. We are, you know, shopping around here. All right, guys, we're gonna end the stream. I don't know why my P&L isn't. Oh, it probably is. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna end the stream. Gonna see if the only trade I like is the pre-market low break and reversal, 7,500 break and reversal. Other than that, nothing until tomorrow. All right, guys, love you. Peace. Catch you later.